The main key takeaway on my session today would be the delivery in comparison of traditional face-to-face delivery as compared to the online delivery are actually pretty similar, but in fact more convenient to many of our students. But of course, at the end of the day, is going to be the demographics of every single country, whether they're going to be used to it or not. Like it or not, we are going to transition into the online platform really soon. And while we were actually transitioning during the pandemic for a bit, the results that we have gotten from online delivery solely 100% and the physical face-to-face was not much of a difference. It is way surpassing our world pass rate as per usual. We have gotten our world top athlete in Sunway as usual. We have the numerous prize winners coming in also as usual, regardless whether it's fully face-to-face or fully online delivery. But I guess what's good nowadays is because anything that was being done online is all pre-recorded. So meaning we can be delivering whatever that we're going to be teaching in class because of the very huge bulk of volume that we deliver, especially in my paper, the strategic business reporting paper, because it's recorded. Students has actually the luxury to re-watch the recording again and again. So for good students, they can kind of probably multiply it by 2. You can times 2 speed and watch the recording. But for those students who needed to re-watch the recording, you can kind of pause, stop, listen to it, process it, and then continue a little bit more. And then stop, pause, process it again one more time. So it actually caters to a wide range of students, be it the slower learner who needed more time, or the faster learner who can actually multiply with the speed of times 2 to watch the recording. So if that helps in understanding how online delivery is being done. All these are based on my personal experience because of the pandemic that we needed to transition immediately. And at Sunway as well, because we did both the full face-to-face and also the online part. And my students' sizes are not small. My class group is really huge. It can range from, I think the largest that I had was around 240 students in one go that was face-to-face, along with 200 students that was online as well. But the results are comparable during pandemic and post-pandemic. So I guess it's the situation that will actually force all our students to actually get used to the delivery method. It's just a matter of time, getting used to. Because humans are just a little bit refuse to change a little bit, because change, there's always resistance to change, right? So if we are able to adopt and embrace this change, I think it's a good change. In between those sessions, right, we are all coming from different perspectives because the other delegates that we have are actually the dean and head of program that are actually talking about the accreditations of all these studying contents and accreditations of the learning materials. But my stance is always standing from a lecturer, a more front-facing Gen Z perspective. It is a totally different kind of point of view. So therefore, there will be probably the more management point of view on how these are being managed, but mine was the student-facing upfront, that kind of point of view. So we had a good chat, definitely we had a good chat, because then they see things from my perspective and I see things from the accreditation board perspective. Thought-provoking session. I guess there's actually quite a fair bit actually, because we will be talking about how generative AI is coming into our learning management systems. And we are also talking about the transition of going green, going sustainable with the emergence of technology. And a lot of people will be like, if you will have to have A, you can't have B. But a lot of times in choices in life, why can't we have both together? So we'll be thinking about how technology and sustainability can coexist together. And that will be pretty interesting because the pros and cons have to be weighted up definitely. And if you were to look at how our future generations will have to face this, they will take up whatever that we left off. Pretty much that, because technology will be creating a lot of climate change issues, and they will have to tackle the part of sustainability that comes along the way with it. So they will have to coexist. But how do we actually find the balance? And how do they strike the balance to make this world a more sustainable one? There'll be the generative AI portion where I think it's quite an eye-opener for many of them, where if you were to put in proper prompts into different platforms, right? It can be from text to video, a text to speech, a text to image via Midjourney. It could be probably anything that could be done last time, probably a few days, but now it can be done within seconds. Yeah. So the video recordings, how videos are being done, how artwork is going to be done, and how even the students be learning moving forward in the future can be totally simplified. So if you look at how the ChatGPT 4o Omni that has recently been released, that part of ChatGPT 4o can actually guide students step by step on how to solve difficult mathematical issues or even graphical diagram, pentagram issues like life. So if they want them to give you a solution immediately, they can. And the AI, it was an instant feedback and response. You can just tell the AI, you can tell ChatGPT, the generative AI, hey, don't give me a solution, just guide me along the way. So they won't then give you a solution, then step by step with your video recording on, they can just guide you step by step to see whether your thought process was correct. And if it wasn't correct, then they will give you a bit of hint, a bit of clue here and there, wasn't harsh on you, and make sure that you get there at the end of the day. So it's like a personal tutor already. But of course, I think your GPT 4o has to be a paid version, right? So I think that part where generative AI comes in the near future, it will be able to replace human brain already. Pretty quick, pretty soon. It's really a very good dialogue already among all the industry experts, because I guess it's such a very knowledgeable, because if you were to bring in so many different industry experts to debate, because it was actually a panel, so they are like all very nice still, right? I wanted to go all out on technology, but these people will be like, no, sustainability. So it can come in as a debate, right? It'd be more interesting already to see how like each party will come in and debate about the issue. I think probably the debate wasn't a good word to use, a discussion session on how they can actually converge this technology, AI, and sustainability together, all together, right? And if they could come in with very specific industries that is going to be applicable to the ACCA members, that would be even more meaningful.